Since time began, man has gazed at the stars and he has wondered, am I alone?
The digital world is coming to the real world in Tron Ares, one of few new movies I'll be reviewing this week on CJ at the Movies. I'm Christopher Zweig. Let's take a look. Our first movie is Tron Ares, the third entry in this franchise that started off successfully in 1982, continued in 2010, and now 15 years later, we get Jared Leto as a computer program created by the new CEO of Dillinger Systems. His name's Ares, yes, like the god of war, and he and his second-in-command, Athena, played by Jodie Turner-Smith, are assigned to track down Greta Lee as Eve Kim, the CEO of the rival company Encom, which honors the world of the Jeff Bridges genius Kevin Flynn.
You think you're in control of this? You're not.
She has the code to permanently bring digital things to the real world, and since Ares starts to develop human qualities, he saves her from being deleted.
I'm looking for something I do not understand.
Tron Ares doesn't have a perfect story, but I was mostly distracted by the great visuals, which has all these lights of red and white and looks great on the big screen. I may not be an expert on the whole computer world, but I know a strong sense of nostalgia when I see it. It has some entertaining performances, some cool light bikes from different generations, and they're all handled with style and energy with the right music by Nine Inch Nails and director Joaquin Roning. Just the other day, a friend of mine asked me about Jared Leto's performance, and I said he does what he can, and later I changed my answer to, well, he's more real than Tilly Norwood. This is a fun sequel to see in theaters. Our next movie is After the Hunt, the latest movie from Luca Guadagnino, and not one of his best. Julia Roberts plays a Yale professor whose student, Edebiri, reports her colleague, Andrew Garfield, for harassment.
I need to speak with you, okay? Hank walked me home. He asked for a nightcap, which, it's fine. Hank, everybody loves Hank.
What are you saying happened?
He crossed the line.
What actually happened?
The professor has demons of her own, which the student finds out, so the rest of the film basically has these two getting at each other's throats, but it's too skittish to take the genre up a notch.
I don't feel comfortable having this conversation with you anymore. Not everything is supposed to make you comfortable.
I admire the performances from Roberts and Michael Stuhlbarg as her psychiatrist husband, as well as the Woody Allen-inspired opening credits, but I'm not getting much out of After the Hunt. Sexual harassment or assault is very serious in any school or workplace, but the movie doesn't delve deep into the subject matter. It has Roberts and Edebiri playing women of those circumstances, but it doesn't use them in the right sense. It's all by the numbers, and it never really goes anywhere. If I'm seeing this movie the wrong way, then I'm sorry. I still can't open my mind to its sense of direction. Next up, The Ice Tower, a French drama about a teenage orphan named Jean, played by Clara Pacini, who leaves her foster home and stumbles upon the set of a film version of Hans Christian Andersen's The Snow Queen. So don't expect Idina Menzel, expect Marion Cotillard as the demanding but mysterious actress Christina Vanderberg portraying her. The time is the 1970s. While the girl finds something passionate about the actress, Christina might see John as her lucky charm, or she might be casting a spell on her. You decide.
Tu es adorable. La reine était très belle, mais très malheureuse.
Tu m'aimes?
Oui. Elle pouvait faire tout ce dont elle avait envie. Et ce dont elle avait envie, c'était de faire le mal.
From time to time, we get visuals of the Snow Queen's icy palace and environment in what is supposed to be a movie set. There are some dark scenes, once you can barely see anything and therefore you begin to lose your interest in the film, but the darkness doesn't last very long and we're able to see the ice tower through the girl's perspective, whether she's in a fantasy or reality, or maybe she's in both, and it works as a visual wonder, and Cotillard and Pacini are both excellent in their roles. Next up, A House of Dynamite, the latest movie from Hurt Locker filmmaker Kathryn Bigelow and one of the most haunting and thought-provoking movies of the year. It's part of an ongoing cycle regarding our country being threatened with missiles, and in this movie, nobody knows who launched it.
Have we seen DEFCON 2 before? No.
Is this real?
Stratcom is asking for launch instructions right now. I'm gonna need you to breathe.
We are talking about hitting a bullet with a bullet.
The cast includes Idris Elba as the president, Rebecca Ferguson as the person in charge of the Situation Room, Jared Harris as the Secretary of Defense, Tracy Letts as a general, and Anthony Ramos as a military commander. A House of Dynamite is guaranteed to have people asking questions and being worried about a nuclear war. We've had this example many times on film like Dr. Strangelove, but in Bigelow's vision, it's not as fun as Stanley Kubrick made it out to be. This is a what-if scenario, and we might not be prepared. Whether you watch it on Netflix or in a theater or not at all is up to you, but in my eyes, I think it's one of the best films of the year for what it wants to explore and what it wants us to think about. And our last movie is Kiss of the Spider-Woman, the new film version of the 1976 novel and the first adapted from the stage musical. This one is directed by Bill Condon and tells the story of two prisoners who share the same cell in Argentina of 1983. Diego Luna plays a political prisoner named Valentin, and Tanatu is a gay window dresser named Louise. And he tells Valentin the story of his favorite movie, Kiss of the Spider-Woman, with Jennifer Lopez playing the diva Ingrid Luna.
So close your eyes and you'll become a movie star. Why must you stay where you are?
You have hundreds of movies. I have one.
When she transforms into the Spider-Woman, who has black hair and long nails, she's probably the closest thing I would ever have to touching an actual spider. She does, however, have the kiss of death, and there are poisonous spiders, so it's best to avoid her.
You were in danger the minute you met me.
You can hide, but you cannot escape.
Please, take me away.
Kiss of the Spider-Woman might not sell out tickets like the upcoming Wicked for Good is, but it still delights you with its old-fashioned charms and poetic spirit in such a time and place. Granted, the screenplay sometimes has to be cynical and lagging, but mostly it delivers with the performances and elaborate musical numbers, and given its premiere at the Sundance Film Festival, I acknowledge that it's another example that you don't always need big promotions or major studios to sell an entertaining musical. You just need the right stars and filmmakers who happen to be Luna, Tanatu, Lopez, and Condon. I had a really good time in this web. Recapping this week's new movies: thumbs up for Tron Ares, thumbs down for After the Hunt, thumbs up for The Ice Tower, thumbs way up for A House of Dynamite, and thumbs up for Kiss of the Spider-Woman. Well, those are the new movies I'm reviewing this week. I'm Christopher Zweig. Stay safe, and I'll see you at the movies.